I don't deserve you guys. My viewership is too nice. You guys are well. Okay, it's moments like this where I feel really warm and fuzzy inside, and then someone can like jump cut to times where I am literally about to commit honorable Sudoku on stream because you guys are so toxic. Toxoplasmosis is a heck of a drug. Toxoplasmosis is my pet name for chat. Let me do a quick YouTube intro. Here we are. We are playing our round 2 match of the Blitz and Blunder tourney, put on by our very own Mage Gaming in the chat, as well as Crazy Penguin. We're playing against Sonoy. Sonoy, a regular of the channel. Anyone who's watched will see that as a familiar face. And this is our first game of the stream, so I gotta get into the Blitz mindset. I gotta, usually I'm not awake for the first game, but we jumped right into tournament play, so here we go. This isn't the most Blitz-friendly music of all time, but we're gonna work with what we got. So here we go, GLHF to Sonoy. Lots of channel points being gambled right now in the prediction market. So let's see. Sonoy's no, he's been improving really rapidly. We've played a lot of games together. I do have a decent winning record against Sonoy, but you know, it's 5D chess. Just one quick novelty, especially in a Blitz match, is all you need really for shit to go haywire, and who knows what the hay will happen after that. Now, in situations like this, I never really know what exactly to do. This I feel like is actually a decent, you know what, we're gonna do, it's Blitz. I'm just gonna do this. The idea here is, of course, if like a sacrifice happens, then I can capture here with relative impunity. This knight is covered, so I'm not too worried about this bishop hopping in. And if it do, then I'm gonna have a sacrifice pretty soon, and we'll probably win the game as a result. I think then again, I've got this bishop. What is this bishop actually doing? I'm really unsure what that bishop is doing. The idea here is that I've got these two pieces that are defending this pawn here. So any like queen shenanigans, if something like this happens, I'm not really worried about. Also, he hasn't developed his minor pieces here in the back. So we're gonna have a win here pretty soon, I think. All right, well, this is one of the only ways that he can really prevent said win from occurring. Let's just see if I can get a cheeky sack, not onto that board, but onto this board next turn, right? And is that winning? I'm not in check, so sack here, and then check. Actually, no. Yes, sack here, and then check. And then I won't be able to provide another check. So maybe that's not winning. All right, we're just gonna play the game. I'm liking this second defender here. Or maybe I just take here, question mark, attack the queen, and it's Blitz. So I don't want to think too long about this, but I also don't want to, how you say, lose the game. So maybe we'll do one of these in the interest of time. And then I can decide whether do I have the means to win? Okay, well, I'm in check, so I can no longer win the game here, which is a bit of a shame. So I don't have that travel anymore, because this queen here is blocking my travel onto here, which would be a lethal travel for sure. All right, this is interesting now. Yeah, so I can take that queen, but that's not really good. I don't really know what the best way to proceed here is, actually. Probably activating this queen. Now, there's only one piece that defends, but then I check, and then there's no travel here with this queen, right? I think we're in a decent position, so I'm not too worried about takes there, and then takes, and then check, and then takes, and then, yeah, that's probably fine, right? All right, so how can I do some crazy shit? Do we get the bishop involved now? Do I get this queen? Let's think. Again, don't want to waste too much time. Don't want to waste too much time. But also, this pawn... Push the pawn up, question mark? I don't really know. There's just so much we can do. Maybe let's do one of these. Maybe let's do one of these. Everything is super well defended now. All right, queen back is what I wanted to see. I think now I win the game, right? Am I wrong about that? Do I not win the game here? Like pretty damn soon, yeah. Especially if I can go back to this board. So now actually I can just do this with the queen just to kill some time, because I'm gonna go back to this board anyway, and then my queen will be in place to do what I want it to. So we're gonna do bishop here and then check here, and then if takes here is fantastic because then we check the next turn. And if here and then takes doesn't happen, then I have another check, and then this queen here will be mate. There's just a lot of ways to mate here on that board. So I think that we're in good shape. The forward king might be a little sketch, but you know, his pieces are completely dominated. The only way that he can prevent the travel now is if he goes here with the knight. But if he goes there with the knight, then we catch, then we get this pawn, which is the reason that I put pressure here on b2 with queen b6. Okay, so now we get this pawn. Is this a poison pawn? It threatens mate. I can't imagine that that's bad for us, right? Takes here, and then we threaten mate right here the next turn. So this was what I was hoping to do, was to catch him necessarily defend. This queen was very much pinned to this pawn in terms of the travel opportunities. So now he's got to decide, does he want to lose to that travel, or also interesting because this still threatens mate and a host of weird travels. Okay, now it's tempting but not good. It's tempting but not good. So here I want to travel onto here on this board, or do I? I do. Or do I? I do, right? Although, okay, let me think. Because here, and then if he exiles his king, which he's able to do, is there any world in which I... Well, okay. Let's just do a quick, like, bishop out. Just develop our pieces. That is a free bishop. I'd probably just take that free bishop. Because he still hasn't closed this up, so it's not like a big deal. That I'd probably be okay with as well. Because it gives us, like, almost mate on the board. There's a world in which... Let's see. If he exiles his king... Hold on. Next turn, right? Okay. I kind of want to... This is defending this. This will be undefended, but also will defend this knight so that I can make mad plays in a turn. All right, I'm gonna do that. It looks like a weird move, but I want this knight to be defended so that I can... Whoa. So that I have the option of doing this and then taking here, threatening mate here and here. You get my meaning? Because this is like mandatory takes now. And it's Blitz, so I'm having trouble deciphering whether that is like a winning play. Let's just do this, because it's hard to see exactly how he defends this, and I want to put the burden of figuring out how the fuck to not lose here on him instead of doing that. Instead of doing all that, if he does bishop there, because the nice thing is that the queen has been cut off here, right? So he's got to figure out how bishop here, and then this actually wins me the game on the spot. It's checkmate because it doesn't defend in time. Queen here, and then this wins me the game immediately. Anything that moves this knight, something like this, wins me the game either here or here. So this is kind of tough for him to like figure out what to do with. And if he travels, then I think we're in really good shape. I think we're in really good shape. This is a bit of like a weird way to have played this. But I don't know, it's the way that I'm the most comfortable with, because it involves not making a timeline and giving him either more time or like priority in order to come up with some defense. I think that Sonoy kind of stretched himself a bit thin here. And I'm pretty happy with our position. Okay, so we do get a travel. We do get a travel here. And I will go ahead and do this. That means that we have a win here. Actually, we have a win like sooner than that, I'm pretty sure. Let's think. What's the easiest way for me to not lose? Because I'd like to just win on that board, which I have the option of doing immediately, right? So is there any, I don't see a fantastically easy way. I don't want him to mate here, so let me just do this. I'm pretty sure I'm safe here, yeah? I'm pretty sure there's no way that he can, I can just win here, here on the board. So that's my game plan, is to just win immediately. Which it looks like he won't be able to prevent. I do have a bunch of really interesting travels. Like this will also automatically, well, okay, that definitely won't win me the game. But something like traveling here to check him and then traveling again onto like that knight. Like from this timeline, like I'll move and then it'll be my turn and then I'll take this again and that will be mate. That will mate like quadragonally this king in the past. Actually, it would take one more turn for that to mate that king in the past. That is an inactive timeline, so I would be okay with that because we would win immediately. He's got 20 seconds to figure out how to get out of this. I'm confident in my ability to close this out. Okay, so now I can grab this queen, which maybe is the best way forward, or I could do that time travel. I don't know which is better. Maybe, well, I could, do I travel here? Let's see. Okay, well, first thing I want to do is not flag. No, I don't really need to travel. I'll just do this. I can always travel next turn. And I still threaten all of these checkmates is the thing. So I'm not too worried about it. I've got this queen. This is just how we're going to go about this. That loses to like this move right here, right? Oh, no, it doesn't. All right, well, that's slightly frustrating. But I'll just grab this guy and then win the game. There we go. Okay. All right, clean. So that bishop move blocks the mate here, but it doesn't block the mate on the knight. It's a turn late to do that. So either way worked. Oh, there we go. GG. There's 7 doubters for 4%. All right. Okay. All right. If you're ready to go, then let's go. Okay. GLHF to Sonoy. This is game 2 of round 2 of the Blitz and Blunder tourney. Blitz match. Last game we had black. It went well for us. We don't want to get too cocky here. We don't want to, count our chickens before they've hatched. In multiple timelines at once. So here we go. 5 minutes on the clock. We're gonna get started. We're gonna put on a new song here. Maybe something a little bit more lively. Yeah. That's not lively. Come on now. That's not lively either, but I dig the jazz vibes. GLHF to Sonoy. All right. All right. Let's get this show on the road. We're not gonna try and reinvent the 5D wheel here. We're just gonna go with the knight f3, d4, c3, and bishop f4. I know that the flavor of the month is like bishop g5. No one gave me the memo, but apparently it is. That's just how we're gonna do it. Now here, it's always a good question what I want to do next. I think that we'll do the bishop play here. I think it's a good way to. I think this is a good way to go about things. Honestly, not in love with that. Structurally, it just weakens f6 so much. Now I don't really know. Now I don't really know what to do. Without his bishop, there's just so many ways that we could go about this. Let's just play the knight bd2 real quick. All right, here, I think we're good to respond to this with an h4. Yeah, I'm not worried about this. I'm not worried about this. Here we take here, and he doesn't have a follow-up, but the queen's kind of a repeat of the structure that we had last game. And I feel pretty good about that. I feel pretty good about that. I mean, this pawn... Look at this, man. Just look at this. I think like... Well, where do we want to put this knight? I don't know. This pawn is singly defended, so there are always shenanigans that we can pull there. The knight there... what's the easiest way? What's the easiest way to capitalize here? Might even put the knight here. Put a little ounce of pressure on that. Right here, right? The thing is, this queen can just go here. You know? If takes here, we probably take with the bishop. Oh, wow. Question is, does it behoove us to get a queen here? Do we have the win? Not quite, right? Well, then again, takes, but there's the pawn here. So then, okay, queen takes, only move, right? And then check here, and then takes, and then we're up the queen, but then we're down the queen on the other board. Is that the cleanest way that we can win this game? I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is. Queen there to defend f7 is the right play, but does a queen on f7 here give us the win? In some sense, it feels like it must. Takes, takes, takes. Keep in mind, there's still a king here, and he doesn't have a queen. So how does he ever cover this diagonal, right? So I think it's probably the play, man. Right? Am I like lost in the sauce? Granted, the queen here will actually be like a huge detriment. So, because, well, okay, it won't be able to recapture immediately because it'll be 2 turns in the past, right? Because, let's see, it'll be his turn here on this board and his turn here. So the king will have to take, and then the check here will check him here, and then we have the check here, and then this mate definitely happens. I don't know. Do we, you know what? Let's just run it. The thing is, we have a game to throw. We have a game to throw. I know we lost a lot of time figuring all of that out, but I kind of just want to go for it. I mean, I'm going to be honest. This isn't like the most safe I've ever felt in such a position. Please don't do that, Sonoy. You give us mate on the board. You got to defend f7 for 2D reasons. Come on, there's a knight looking here. You can't just do nothing. Come on. Don't. Oh, okay, he sees it. Okay, whew. All right, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, so now I think we do this, right? Well, no, because now he could take the... I don't know. Because then here, and then that queen can definitely, and that knight too, but he's got to pull the king out. But then we've got the, and then the there, and then, I don't know. Is this even good? Are we going to get wrecked? The funny thing is now I'm a little scared. What's something better? We could just move the king out here, and I feel like that's really good for us, right? You know what? Let's just do that. Let's attack the queen, somewhat force this move from here. Oh, shit. I didn't even realize. Okay, well, that's fine, because here we can then recapture with the pawn. So we're not upset at all. This queen and the pawn are both just chilling there. And now... isn't he a little screwed? I'm wrong about that? Screwed McDuck? No? Wait a second. Let me do a little bit of math here. There's no... I think I just want to travel to that board. I feel like I have a much more straightforward win here. I could pull the queen over to sort of like guarantee my safety. Where does that queen go on this board? Kind of nowhere, right? Maybe I like have some sort of win already? Situations like this where you kind of just panic sometimes, right? This is definitely the safe play. I don't know if I need to be safe right now. You know what? It's Blitz. Let me just cover my own ass real quick. Please don't judge me for being lame. But we have like 2 checks on this board that we can give that will win us the game. So this right now, and then this next turn, and then travel to this board where we take with the queen is like guaranteed. So that's something we really don't have to worry about. What else? What else can we do here? Are there shenanigans? Maybe this knight doesn't quite check the... There's so much we can do. I don't know. Probably we just attack the queen here. Yeah, then where does the queen go? Because if we trade that queen away, then we're happy campers, yeah? And we've still got this travel, right? It doesn't work here. We want to travel to this board, ideally. Probably we can even travel to earlier than that, but whatever. This is just the way that we're going to do this. All right, here we take with the pawn. Threaten that queen. Is there something better that we can do? We could just check here and check here. Wait, this defends that. So potentially there's something to that. I want clean. Hello? I want queen. I guess we'll just take here and then force him to capture with something on that board. Yeah, that's why I checked him here. That was the reason for this, is to force him to capture on the bottom board so that he couldn't bring the queen down. I think we're good. Has this king gone anywhere? I don't think so, right? All right, here. Well, this actually isn't check. I guess we'll do this. Here, we can check here. This isn't check yet, is it? Oh, it is check yet, right? No, white's turn. Here. Yeah, I believe that this is check. It's check on both boards. And then we'll just travel to here and win the game. So we'll just do one of these. There we go. All right, got the dub. Got the dub. There are the arrows. Okay. All right. Okay. Again, probably not the not the queenest. Very good. Probably not the cleanest. Not the cleanest match. But I mean, it worked. Yeah, we did it. We nailed it. It was, again, I feel like these two. This always happens when I play against Sonoy, because somehow I always like put together like lions that are then disrupted by his pattern of gameplay. But in exchange for disrupting my plans, usually he puts himself in a slightly suboptimal position. So it always feels like I'm not playing super clean, but that somehow in the scramble, I always manage to make it out on top. It was a little, I wouldn't be surprised if there was an opportunity for some shenanigans at some point in time. I mean, I always feel that way. I'm always scared that I'm giving my opponent way more opportunities than I actually am. But I wouldn't be surprised if he had ideas here by sort of, you know, being really laissez-faire about the, like, okay, actually, I just found one for myself. My king is here. And it's true that I'm not... Can he... No, wait, he can't. All of these squares are defended except for this because I traded the bishops off. Okay, so there's actually Tchaikovsky potential here, which I missed during the game. I think this is what's... Like, my spidey sensors were tingling. Spidey senses. Because I allowed him to Tchaikovsky here by trading off the light square bishop and not defending g2. So there was like a world, I mean, again, I don't think it's really possible for him to get there, but if he like queen up, queen over, and I didn't block with like my knight or my bishop or whatever, he could have traveled to, it had to be a black turn, right? He could have traveled to here on this board, and it would have checked this king. So that was kind of, you know, sus. But it didn't happen, so that's good. Oh, we got the W. We got let's pay out the believers. Let's pay out the believers.